Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to Building with Whip. Today we have a pretty cool episode coming up. First off, the audio is going to be probably a lot different in this one. I finally went ahead and figured out how to, do some actual audio editing. So please, in this one, let me know in the comments if you guys like this version, if it's worse, if it's better, if it's different, but in a good or bad way. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But beyond that, I want to talk about a little bit of design style changes that we're going to be going through here. Because if you say, like, look at this build right here, and it's flat. It's totally flat. Which is kind of boring. If you think about it, it's pretty boring. The only detail, we were adding detail through our buttons and our trapdoors and our little windows. And that's basically it, and it's really flat. And even on the corners here, we didn't even come through and put the polished stuff, which are the smooth sandstone. But over here, this is the side of our stable. And on this side, you can see it's pretty flat. But it still has some detail because of the height variation and it going all the way along. We hit it, added some more detail and whatnot with like our little bench here and this stuff, and kind of, yeah, it works out well. And then this side was all flat, basically the same as that guy. But we went ahead and added a little bit of depth here with this little arch bit, and I think it looks really cool. It made it not so much of a square shape for one, and it was literally just adding a pillar, and then a double wide pillar up in the middle. Use some stairs and some slabs, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out, to be honest. And there's another one I've been working on that I really want to just kind of talk about this stuff today, because the ability to just add depth, like you can do these stairs and whatnot, but those after a while look kind of weird. Sorry about that. If you do too many of them, they look kind of dumb. So this house right here, I went ahead and built it a little while ago. In between episodes, just kind of shut up water. But just kind of doing some stuff on my own time, just trying to mess with the style, see if there's anything new we can come across with. And I'm a big fan of it. That being said, it's quite a bit of a change. Like some areas like here, we have a little bit of depth right in there, but overall this build's pretty flat. Like I guess you could say this is a bit of depth because there's the variation in the size there. Then you come inside here and there's this open bit in here. But overall, it's fairly flat. Like if you look at this wall, totally flat. Like this really could use some depth to it. Just something to mix it up and make it more interesting. So that's something I really want to be talking about. Oh, we also added this in right over here. It's just kind of a nice little entry walk-up area. I don't know if this can be permanent. Probably want to make it a bit more grand for the pyramid. But the building that we want to get done in today, I want to get this whole bottom area finished on the pyramid. I went ahead and farmed up a crap ton of red sandstone. And you can see right here, we got a full chest of this red sandstone. So we're going to be taking that with us. And when we get up there, probably do that as like a time-lapse or something, just to make it a little interesting, have some cool stuff. We'll get all of our glazed terracotta in there. I believe we have enough of it. But it's going to be pretty cool. I want to get this all done, and I want to get that bottom like outcrop layer done so we can kind of go up here and actually work. There's a spider around here somewhere. Oh, duh, the mob farm. That's right under us. But yeah, and then this area we can actually finally start getting some work done on the whole thing here. One other cool thing, I went ahead and I got all the animals in place in here in our nice little stable we built last episode, which is so cool. I'm really happy with it. We got some donkeys, and excuse me, we got a mule back here. He's been... Yep, hi vet. That's a lovely sound. But yeah, so we got a lot of stuff we've been working on. I got some... These guys, they look very Egyptian. The light blue carpet as their saddle, very Egyptian. But yeah, so we got a lot of progress going here. Let's jump in here. I think there's a bed on the inside. Upstairs, we can sleep real quick. But overall, I just want to go around and talk about the build where we were before. And I guess in this episode, we can do a bit of a tour. Some people have been asking for it. I think it'd be kind of cool if we go ahead and do a tour with some shaders on, and we can go look at all the builds, see where we can add some depth, see what we can change up, and let's get those shaders on. I want to try... I haven't looked at these before. I put them in the pack, and then I decided not to open them. Oh, wow. Oh, it's probably lagging a little bit. Oh, wow. That's pretty... Let's bring this down to 12. Wow, shaders make this a lot different. But yeah, so shaders aren't going to be normal. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do a little bit of a tour with them on while we look at some stuff going around us. And then we'll cut back to normal, get the building on that guy done. But like if you look at this wall right here, if anything we can bring up like in this bit where it goes up to the second floor on these corners, we can strengthen this up and bring that out just so it's not a straight flat line. Like say we come back in here with some red sandstone and even just do something like, how laggy is this? I feel like I'm getting like no frames. We might go back to no shaders here in a sec, but even if we just kind of come through and do something like that, just on the four corners, or on the corners and then like in there too, maybe like a shorter one here, and then probably not on those corners because it's so, we already have a lot of detail stuff out over there. But yeah. Oh, there's our FPS up at the top. Yeah, no, we're getting about 40, 37, 36. How do I get rid of that? I don't know. I don't know why the option's up there. Is that normally there? Weird. Shut up, chickens. But yeah, so we got that. This building right here, I feel like we did a lot of work with adding depth to it. You can see all the different layers and just and then it gets skinnier as it goes up. We even have like the little stairs there working for us. And that has a lot of depth to it. This guy right here, this wall, we have our little blacksmith with his forge there. We can't really bring it out a whole lot more because we want this to be too wide at least. And on the back side, we added another little bit like that, trying to just add some extra shape to the area. But this wall right here, that's pretty flat. So again, we could come back in and do those corner bits, see if we want to improve it. This guy, we've did a little bit here at the bottom with some stairs, just trying to, what the heck is this sand doing here, man? This sand is very, very light right now in the sun. It's very light. It's probably gonna be crazy bright for you guys. Might have to turn the footage down, a little bit of contrast. But yeah, so like up here we have this one it works well because we have the different layers to it, and you have all this, which just a bedroom in here. But like we have a lot of depth on this guy because we have this deck out in front, more or less. Down in here, but like this guy right here, I'm pretty sure this whole building is just straight up, straight down. Granted, that being said though, it's kind of crammed in here and there's not a whole lot we could even do for it. So what we did on the front here is we added the little awning like that, and we used a lot of vines to make it more interesting. Our first starting house, all the walls are completely flat, but we went ahead and used these stairs going around. Oh, thank gosh. I thought I was going to land on a crop and break it. That would have made me real sad. But yeah, so we have all these different things that we're doing in the different buildings. They're all kind of multiple styles. That one we tried to add some of a color palette to. Didn't really work out too well. Those vines are really tripping me out right now. And yeah, but this is our main base right here for those who haven't really seen it a whole lot. This is where we live and function, and basically all of our resources, everything you could ever need, is in these chests, or it's already in our ender chest. But yeah, so we got this stuff, get dragon egg, dragon head, all that cool stuff in there. But like up here, we got just our little living area. Tried one of the few interiors I've actually done. Here's all our random terracotta and our end loot that we need to actually make a real storage room for. I swear that'll be pretty soon. But yeah, so a lot of what we've been, the one thing I want Minecraft to do is if this water texture was in here. If the water just looked like this the whole time, that would be perfect. Because look how interesting it makes it. Like, get rid of the sun rays, get rid of all that. If water just flowed and looked natural in this game, it would be awesome. But yeah, anyways, back to the whole depth talk that we were having a while. Can we get on that? Yeah, we can't get on this guy. I don't want to fall off. I just want to click it. But like, look how flat and straight that whole building is. We tried doing some little bits right there, but it's just so flat. Like, unbelievably flat. Like, what we want to do here is probably similar to what we did on that guy over there. Ooh, yeah, we have zoom. I totally forgot until right now because we have Optifine. Okay, I'm just saying, though, this view right here, wow. Wow. That's, with the shaders, just wow, guys. That's pretty freaking awesome. Just wow. But yeah, so anyways, back to looking at the depth like we were going to be. What we really need to do here is like bring this up and add some arches onto these and just make it more interesting. We might have to close up some of the windows then, but I think overall we'll be a lot happier with the build if we get some depth into there and make it a bit more interesting than it was beforehand. Like this one we probably can't do much here because if you look there, it's all just flat along there, and we already have a one wide walkway. So we added like, say, a pillar right here and even just one on that corner, you'd barely be able to get through that area which is why we added this garden in here to kind of mix it up down there at the bottom. So that's kind of why that guy's in there. But this whole wall right here is just so tall, flat, and just bleh. So that's going to be stuff that I probably do off cam. But that's kind of what I want to show you guys for now, is we have all this stuff that we can really work towards improving. And instead of having to expand on just full new buildings and making these look so old and out of dated, we can more or less just turn the 1 thick walls into 2 thick walls and add some more depth. Like this guy right here, we could probably do something on this wall, even if it's just like kind of strengthen up this corner right here. Because if you think about it, this is down in the, oh, we're underwater, sorry. This is down under in the water, which means it's taken a lot of wear and tear from the water going by. Oh my god, these chickens are so loud. But like right here, if we even just made this a little bit thicker on that corner, and we came up here to this corner as well, it might look a little weird if we do it there and kind of connect the bridge to the building, but it's something we can look into. Maybe if we do it actually right on there, that'd probably be better, because that's kind of where the second floor is going to. But there's just so much we can do to all these builds that we have going on to be able to add depth, simply like we have here. Like, this is a very interesting face to look at. Interesting. Not interesting. Pretty not interesting. But this is very functional. This is our fishing. Yeah, this is our AFK fisher with all of our loot chests down there and everything. And let's go check out, yeah, let's go check out the plantation. I think that'd be pretty cool. This is kind of the only place we've really built things so far, so we don't really have a whole lot of other areas to go look into. Ooh, that bridge looks pretty cool right there. With all that, just kind of life going on to it. Oh, that's something we'll check out too later on. I went ahead and carved out the lake. The lake is actually fully functional and working now, which is pretty cool. I'm really happy with how that's turning out. Yeah, this is, I actually really like this, wow. But like, even if you're looking in here, these walls are very tall and flat and not a whole lot going on to them. There's a spider around here. There's a spider. Where's the spider? I don't see it. I hear it, I don't see it though. It can't be back there. You know what, it might be up there. I think there's a little dark spot in that area where something could spawn. But yeah, this is all of our automatic sugar cane production. It's not quite finished yet because I'm still waiting on the slime to get on here. I've been pretty obsessed with Black Desert Online, a different MMO recently that I've just never played before. I was always a huge WoW player, and BDO is kind of a new MMO that's totally new and got to learn a bunch of different things to be able to play it. But oh my gosh, it is fun. Wow, this sugarcane farm just looks so cool with the shaders on. Definitely don't worry guys, we're not going to transition to shaders for this series. Like, yeah, it looks really cool, but we're sticking with the just straight up vanilla. I think if we do some tours, we can bring the shaders in and check things out. But other than that, just there's no point. Like, the point of this is to be vanilla. Like, yeah, we have Optifine to get some cool shaders in here. Those llamas are so funny, man. They're so funny. They make me laugh. But yeah. So this right here is going to be a spot for another plantation. I just started putting the dirt in, and we'll get some sugarcane and stuff planted in here and have a nice little another building right on that area over there. Probably not as big as our first one way over that way, but a little bit more different style, more detailed, all that stuff. But this right here is our lake. It's looking pretty cool. I went and just kind of dug it out, got some depth to it. I think it's 4 deep down there in the middle, which is fine with me. I like it. It's pretty interesting, and I kind of just brought it, I brought it all the way around over here and just got a lot of different stuff going with it. So we got that whole shape to it. There's actually something in here now. I really want to go back and like plant some trees all the way around it, turn this area right here that we're walking in into a really, really lush little green strip up until like this wall or so, and then have the road kind of coming through there and connect to a small bridge or something going on over to there, and add some for another plantation that's going to be in this area, and just a whole lot of life and different builds and stuff that'll be kind of nestled up right next to our palace, because I want it to really be like part of the city, not just kind of obtrusively standing there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for the update. We did that in one Minecraft day, and now let's get into a time lapse where we start building up this guy, and I'm gonna go sleep so we can reset the day and we'll get going on to all of that. Well, now that we got this guy all finished up, it's looking really nice. I'm actually really inspired to start working on this again. Having to go gather all the red sandstone and then just kind of build this up and then go get more red sandstone and get more. And just constantly farming up red sandstone and basically destroying a whole biome just to build this. It turned out pretty cool. But yeah, so we were able to get the whole outside wall finished up. From the inside, there's a lot of mob sounds going down here, so let's get out of here. After the time lapse, I added a few more detail bits in. I went through and put in all these buttons, and I put in this little extra bit of detail right there just because it felt weird doing it in the time lapse because it's so sporadic instead of building on the major structure. But I like it. I really like it. I think this is going a long way, guys. I think where we're going to be taken with this is really going to give us a lot more room to work with. We have a massive structure on top that we can start building upwards to. And we're in the water. But yeah, so we got all this done today. It's a crap ton of work. We did our tour and then this. So guys, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Let me know what you guys think about the audio changes and everything that's going on with the base now. We got a tour to kind of catch all you guys up on and some plans that I want to go and a lot of redoing of what we've done already, kind of going back and improving, not destroying, just improving. And with that, guys, I will see you all in the next episode.